So I'm just gonna play, watching my eyes go away, watching my eyes go away, watching my eyes go away.
Welcome back. Guys, I was trying to find a good time, like I said, to do this, but if you caught the last video, this one is really taking place right after. So once again, apologize about the sounds that y'all hear in the background. But guys, we got a OG in the building. A guest that been waiting for a minute to come back around, and we are at the what? We have 5:31, just about the halfway point for this beautiful specimen of a wine. If you don't know, now you know, guys. Look at that color. Look at the color on it, guys. This is the one and only, what that says, mango wine. This is our mango tango wine. And guys, I'm getting these shots. Look at that clarity on this wine. And keep in mind, I haven't racked it. The sediment is actually right up there. I don't know if I can get a good picture for you. Give me a second, let me see. Give me 1 second. We'll see if we can get a good picture of it. Let's see. You see right here, guys? Right there. That's the sediment. So it's amazing that this will be our first rack in about 6 months or more. 5/5, we do the end of the year. Actually, it's more than that, but who's counting? But anyway, this is the infamous mango tango wine that we done. And a lot of you always get to the end of the video and probably wonder, well, God, like, what is the next step? Like, what else is he gonna do to this wine? Well, what are we gonna do to this wine? Because we're trying to get the what happens after it's complete. Well, this video, I'm not trying to make it long, so I'm hoping that it's gonna be short, guys, of how we're gonna get this done. But we will be racking this on this video, and I'm going to show you the steps for just the racking process. I will have other videos come out showing you after what you do after you rack, which will probably be the back sweeten videos and back sweeten to bottling. So right now we're just going to cover how to rack our wine, and I'll be coming to you shortly. All right, guys, we have everything set up so we can get this done. And like I said, it's going to be a pretty short video, like you asked. So here is the next step. And not to mention, I did tell you last year that I was going to be working on this video. Like I said, first one, and I haven't done anything to it. So that's why I'm trying to tell you guys, you can let it sit on your lees or your sediment for a minute. It don't always give your brew a bad taste or whatever. I am just getting to racking some of the wines that I've done on the channel, and I haven't had any problem, no off taste or nothing. Like I said, I haven't had any complaints on my wines, and I've been making them since 2018. And your boy has been getting pretty beast with this process. So I'm gonna show you what I do when I rack. And like I said, some of this stuff is from the previous video. Check it out. I still have to title it, so you'll know when it comes out. But like I said, that's covering the equipment and tools. I did say if I missed anything to let me know, but since this is like back to back, one of the things that I did miss, I have a smaller ounce cup. So when I'm measuring ounces, I use that cup. And I also have my lemon juice and I guess any kind of fruit juice or whatever. Once again, you get that from Walmart, dollar store, whatever, pocket change. It's not really expensive. But on to what we are doing. We are going to rack this. This is what you're doing, guys, when we finish initially making the wine. After it's been fermented, after it's been set for however much time it's going to sit or whatever, this is what we normally do. In the first month, it's actually a lot cloudier. It looks a lot cloudier, but it's usually complete within that first month. Some of your wines might go longer, believe it or not, but it shouldn't be that long. Your fermentation should be complete normally after 1 to 2 weeks, 14 days, up to maybe 21 days, but each fermentation does its own thing. Don't worry, it's normal, so you're good, guys. Like I said, this been sitting here for a minute. It's actually pretty clear. So we might only have to rack this in a sense of one time, but we are more likely going to rack it one more time after that for a second rack. I'm not going to show the second rack. It actually might be in the sense of when I do one of the other wines to show you the back sweetening procedure. When we cross that bridge, we'll get to all of that. But like I said, this one is just covering what you do from your primary to your secondary. Now we are what a lot of people refer to as secondary fermentation, because if this was still fermenting in the sense of when we first done it, within that first month, it's usually still fermenting. So when we go to put it into maybe that bucket we discussed before, your fermenting bucket, and you have some dried fruits, some spices, or whatever you want to put up in that. Now that it's on mine, I also have the fermenting bags, the mesh bags that you can get from your brew shop or Amazon or whatever, and they're not expensive either. Come up in different sizes, so you can check the price out. I don't know offhand how much they are, but I have different sizes. But you can put your dried fruit or fresh fruit, if you're making mead, wine, anything, whatever, you can put up in this fermenting bucket to rack this onto that. And that's fine if you have fresh fruits or whatever, or spices or whatever you're doing. If you're not using any of those things and you have your product just like this, or your wine just like this, your mead or whatever, all we doing is taking this, I'm using my AccuPour. We're gonna do our best not to aerate it, but I believe this is at a 13% ABV, so we're not gonna have too much problem with oxidation. So we're gonna take this, I'm gonna put it on here. Guys, if you have your bucket, you can turn your bucket over. It might be high enough to get the siphon going, but as you see, it's almost similar. But I've been using my pot, and this is one of my pots that I use for boiling, cooking, my wine and everything like that. I have it specifically for doing my wine, so just in case I don't get any contamination. But if so, that sanitation is right by me, so I always have it available to sanitize whatever I use. And plus, like I said, I'm a cook, so I have plenty of tools and equipment to use, so I'm not worried about it. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is take our mango wine. Let me grab this without trying to disturb any of the sediment, and I'm gonna put it on the pot to get some height to it. Pressure, pressure, pressure. I'm not explaining the science, but I do know it. But anyway, you have to have it at a higher height to go to a lower point. Putting this away for right now. I guess I'll put it to the side in the back here or whatever, because we don't need that. I'm gonna take the Accupor, grab my handy dandy measuring cup. Once again, that's already been sanitized from the last video. We're going to remove our airlock. This is the straight one that I was talking about, the tube airlock. I like this one too. Each of them serve their purposes, but you can do your own research. Try to keep things simple for you. And then the next step, which this is as easy, we're gonna leave our tube in here. We're going to take sanitized siphon, put it up in our mango wine, and we are going to start this. Get a couple pumps, guys, to get this going. And we are trying to get in as close to the bottom as possible, so we can get as much of this wine out as possible. And the initial smell from this is so good. So we're going to finish getting this. I guess I'll fast forward it. If I don't, like I said, it's not that long, guys. This one should be another short video, maybe around 15 minutes or whatever. But here you go, initial racking. Make sure you get it down up in here without disturbing your sediment. You want to do your best to not disturb that at the bottom. When it starts to get close to the bottom where the sediment is at, so we can get actual more wine out of this, we are going to put this on an angle. This is all about balance, guys. So we put this on an angle, and we're going to get as much out as possible. We get as much as this beautiful, beautiful mango wine. Guys, this smells so good. So good. And not worrying about getting the majority of it, because we are going to back sweeten this. Okay. And that's going to actually bring our level back up when we do get to the back sweetening procedure. Like I said, when we get to that video, you guys will know. I'll make sure I tell you. And guys, if you want to look at other videos, feel free. I support other channels. I love looking at other channels too, even dealing with my channel or whatever. Each one of us are different, and that's what makes all our channels unique. so support them. That's fine. You know, you don't just have to be on my channel. Support their channels too. And like I said, I love my friends at City Steading, and also Mr. Charles and No. Shout out to you. Love you guys too. And two of my favorite channels. A lot of the other channels was introduced in Mango Tango Wine, so I believe whatever corner we're in, go check the Mango Tango Wine video out to see how we first started this one. But guys, on the aroma, it is so good. It smells so good. But I'm gonna give you a shot, and I gotta bring the camera to me. Or actually I can bring this to you, so I'm coming around, show you the sediment in the bottom. See, a little waste is fine, but if you guys can see, I hope it's picking up on here. See that sediment, guys? Right there at the bottom, right here. That's amazing how much of that dropped off. And if you look to the side, if you look, which, let me see, I'll grab it for you right quick. Guys, look at that. Look at how clear that is. Like I said, look, you see all the way to the bottom. So, guys, that's pretty much it. The next video, the next shot I'm going to show you is going to be the shot of the wine itself back in its carboy. I'm going to clean the carboy out. That's what you want to do. I'm going to sanitize it, and we're going to put our wine into that. That's pretty much the procedure for each of your wines that you do to put your product, your wine, in the carboy for secondary. Like I said, if you wanted to do the spices, I already told you about that, so like I'm not trying to repeat myself, but you can also do it that way and keep it up in the bucket. But you don't want to keep it in the bucket that long because of the head space. If your wine end up being a lower ABV, you do have a potential to oxidize your wine, so just be careful with that. But with everything said and done, guys, like I said, this was what you need to do next, which, as you guys can see, is nothing major. Doesn't take that much time, and we actually have almost close to 128 ounces or whatever. So once we add some sugar later for back sweetening and everything, we should get about a gallon out of this. I don't think it's any more sediment or leaves that's going to fall out of this wine. But I would like to say thank you once again, and thank you for joining me on the dock. Like I said, hopefully this is not too long for you guys, but if you do something that you love, you don't have to work a day in your life. And guys, I love making wine. It's a great hobby. I'm gonna have some special videos coming to you because your boy about to go into making some mead. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and I hope you continue to join me for this journey. All right, y'all have a good one. Love you. Peace. Bye.